Hello everyone, my name is Arjun Nodala and I am studying at SR University, currently pursuing Bachelor of Technology in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. I am here to present my Webstack Academy internship presentation, which is going to be saying about the internship that I have done for a duration of 1 month at Webstack Academy. This actually internship consists of doing a project as well as learning about various kinds of full stack development, as well as going in depth about the actually MERN stack. Webstack Academy has helped me a lot in this journey and has actually proven me much information about the full stack development as well as in the project which I have done as a part of this internship. Going forward, here we have the contents of this presentation. The presentation first actually goes into the overview, which is the main which is the main summary of what this presentation will entail. After that, we will go into the goals of the internship. After going over what exactly the goals of the internship are, which actually provides us the idea of how this internship was actually going to be taking place, we'll go into the what exactly full stack development is, going into a slight detail of what are the different types of full stack development which exist in the current day life, as well as what's its uses and why full stack development is essential in the current day environment. After going through the full stack development part, we will go into the MERN stack. MERN stack consists of a different type of actually called full stack development, which contains of various other details. After that, we are going to be trying to understand the architecture and design of MERN stack. After understanding the architecture and design of the MERN stack, we are going to be understanding the project requirements. What are the essential needs that we need to download, and what are the languages that we have used in order for this project to work properly. After that, I will show the implementation of the project by actually executing the project's code and trying to see how exactly it works, including the login interface and booking interface of the project Homely Hub. After that, we're going to be concluding this presentation with the conclusion of how Website Academy has helped me through this actually good internship and how this project has given me hands-on experience of how a real-time project is going to be working in the office environment. Going forward, we will actually talk about the overview of this presentation. This presentation is mainly about full stack development. Full stack development entails developing both the front end as well as the user interface, or the back end, or which is also known as the internal workings of the website or an application. A developer with complete full stack capabilities is one who can manage both facets. The content that people see and interact with on a website is created by developers using front-end languages such as HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Their goal while designing the layouts, styles, and interactive features is to create a seamless and pleasurable user experience. User experience is mainly called as the front-end part of the actual application or a website. The back-end part of the application is what is invisible to the users and is mainly used to store the information as well as the data and retrieve the information when required. Going over to the goals of the internship. The goals of the internship consist of developing a real-world expertise in web application development using the MERN stack, which consists of MongoDB, Express.js, React.js, and Node.js, which is going to be the main objective of this internship. The goals of this internship include learning how to create and develop a web application from front end to the back end, which is starting from the UI as well as including the database connectivity and retrieving the information from the database. The overall goal of the internship is to provide us with information and abilities required to function well in a real life of situations as a MERN stack developer, and the MERN stack developer is extremely important role in the actually go to job competition in the current day life. What exactly is full stack development? Full stack development refers to creating every component of a website or application. It involves creating both the user interface and the back. They are capable of creating a layout and functionality of a website. In the essence, a full-stack development involves mastering both the visible and invisible aspects of building a website or an application, making full-stack developers versatile and capable of handling all stages of development. The popular stacks of full-stack development in the current day life is a mean stack as well as the MERN stack. Mean stack consists of MongoDB, Express.js, Angular, and Node.js, whereas MERN.js consists of MongoDB, Express.js, React.js, and Node.js. Going forward, what exactly does MERN-stack entail? MERN-stack entails is a compilation of four different technologies that work together to develop a dynamic web app and website. The architecture of MERN stack allows you to easily construct a three-tier architecture consisting of front-end, back-end, and database entirely using JavaScript and JSON. But before we actually go into the MERN stack, it is essential to understand that full stack development does not actually just contain MERN stack, but also mean stack. Before going in depth into mean stack, we need to understand the importance of HTML, which is known as Hypertext Markup Language, and CSS, cascading style sheets, as well as JavaScript. After that only, we can actually go into in-depth about MERN-stack, which of course consists of four components: MongoDB, Express.js, React.js, and Node.js, which are all crucial elements in designing a MERN-stack application. As mentioned in the previous slide, we know that it is made up of four components, but it is necessary to go in detail in order to understand what each component is used for. The first component is MongoDB, which is a NoSQL database management system used to store the records and data of the application we are developing. The second MERN-stack component is Express.js, which is a backend web application framework for Node.js. The third component is React.js, which is a JavaScript library used for developing UI based on UI components, which is the part that users are going to be mostly interacting with. While the MongoDB part is used for storing the records in which the user is going to be provided the information from. The final component of MERN-stack is Node.js. It is a JavaScript runtime environment, it enables running JavaScript code outside of the browser itself. Going forward to the architecture and design, the three-tier architecture of MERN-stack consists of a client-side, a server-side, and a database. The client-side consists of React.js, while as the database consists of a MongoDB database. Essentially, in this project, we are using a MongoDB campus. And the server side consists of Express.js as well as Node.js, which are essential for making a runtime environment of JavaScript possible in order for the client as well as the database to interact with each other. Going forward, we'll now understand what exactly the project is and the details of the project. In this project, we are actually working on building a full stack website which is going to be called Homely Hub and which is going to be built by using MERN-stack. It involves learning and applying skills in MongoDB, Express.js, React.js, as well as Node.js to create different parts of the website like booking system and user interface. It is not only essential to learn how to actually apply the skills of different languages, different architectural components which we are using, but also to actually connect them together so that they create a total functioning website. It is also a hands-on experience where we get to work on a real-life project, gaining valuable skills in development and understanding how a project is made from scratch, and also understanding how the user interface and the database play an important role in the project implementation. In order to implement this project, there are some necessary details which are going to be existing. We need to actually install necessary software and tools in order for this good project to work. The necessary software is Node.js, which can be installed from online, NPM, and MongoDB Campus. A node is used to actually create a JS runtime environment, which makes it essential for the running of our project. NPM is used to actually install the necessary node modules, and MongoDB Campus is used as a database, which is actually used to store the records and data that users provide. It is also necessary to design a database schema to store our information, which is of course the booking information and the hotel related information, which is provided by the user. We also need to add as well as develop user interface components for hotel booking, which can be done with the help of React. React is a front-end actually code framework which is mainly used for actually creating different types of UI, and the UI part is mainly done with the help of React. We also implement features such as hotel listing and search functionality and booking forms, which is all done with the help of the internal codes of actually understanding how the database in MongoDB works. And by using the data which we have assigned to the MongoDB database, we are going to be actually listing the different essential features which are going to be existing in the database as well. Now we are going to be showcasing a project demo of how the project is essentially going to be working. This is the homepage of our project. This is going to be called as Homely Hub, which is going to be the name of the project which we are going to be using. Homely Hub is a project which is going to be consisting of the various kind of hotels which are existing. It is more similar to an Airbnb clone, which consists of different kinds of inns or hotels which we can book for a limited time of actually stay by logging in. So here we can actually search the destination which we want, which can be inserted, the number of guests which are going to be existing, and it's actually basically extremely important to actually write the actually stuff which is going to be existing. So adding number of guests which is going to be one, and start date as well as the end days. And we can search and we can see that these two are places which are present in Goa with a start date and the number of guests which are provided, which identifies the search functionality. And if you want to reset the search functionality, we can just click on the home icon once again. Upon clicking on the home icon, we can go actually using the filters of clear by filters. We just clear the actually basic database which is going to be existing by refreshing it once again. And going forward, we can apply filters. The filters consist of price range, property type, room type, and necessary amenities. So once I actually decrease the room price, change the property type, the room type, and actually could select amenities and apply filters, no property is found with those specific amenities. So we are going to be actually basically decreasing the amenities which are going to be actually provided and apply those filters. Once again, we can actually go and apply until we actually get the actually good required functionality which is going to be existing. As seen here, we have actually got the required functionality. So we can actually see that the filters are working properly as intended. The property types are actually extremely important as well as the room type. The property, room, and amenity and price range are all stored on the MongoDB side of the database, which of course is going to be retrieving the information which we have asked for once we apply the filters and showcase them inside this actually black screen, which is going to be mostly linked to this database side. All of the information which is provided over here is going to be linked to the database. And once we clear apply filters, it's going to be clearing all the filters that we have added, essentially showing all of the hotels which are in the database that are essential for booking. Now let's go into the login. Let's go in actually see in detail about what every single page does. Upon checking upon hotel or event, we can see that it provides us a location and pin code of the details, and we can see the maximum number of guests as well as the description of the actually basic hotel house that we're going to book. Upon further inspection, we can click on the all of it images, which provides us the images of where exactly all of it is going to be present and all the necessary images of all of it. After scrolling down, we can see what the public amenities this actually go to this hotel or inn provides. And upon going down, we also have extra info, which is going to be essential to actually understand what extra facilities this is going to be providing. Going forward, we can also see a map which provides the exact location of where exactly this int is going to be present in order to make it much more easier for the users in order to understand the actually basically equal to exact location of this database. Now going over to the booking side. Upon booking, we can see that we cannot book any previous nights because that's not possible. And upon booking for 2 days, we can actually see that the price has been doubled because it's 3,000 per night. The number of max guests is actually 10. So if we insert any number of guests which are more than that, it is not going to be accepted. I'm going to be going from my name, which is Sahad, and it's going to be a 10-digit phone number, and booking this place entails that it should be actually basically less than 10. Because we have here mentioned the maximum number of guests can only be 10. So we can only actually go for 10 or below. So upon booking this place, it's essential to log in, and if you do not have a login user ID, we need to actually go for new user. And if you go for new user, you are actually going to be, of course, providing the information which is going to be existing. And upon actually basically providing the new user information, which is going to be existing, upon actually basically providing the new user information which is going to be present, we're going to be registering it, and we can see that we have a duplicate email. So this same email will not be at present. So I'm going to be changing my email, and once I register, it's going to be logging in automatically. After using that, you can just go back to the web page, select the dates which are going to be existing in the Homely Hub. After that, the number of guests has to be number less than 10. Include the name as well as the phone number that you want to provide, and this place. Upon picking the place, it redirects to the payment screen, which consists of actually basically card number, card expiry, and card CVC. This is going to be the important as this is confidential information. It is going to be linked to, it is going to be secured to a database side, and it is going to be linked with Stripe payment scheme so that it is actually secure. Also going forward with this, we can see that we can go for details. You can see we have welcome user, which is just a classic thing, full name, and your email address if you have provided, and a phone number, which I have provided. You can also edit our profile, which is going to be choosing an avatar, as well as changing the phone number. It is going to be changing the phone number, changing the name, which is all essential things that we can update, and it could be updated immediately afterwards. So if you actually check my account once again, it's going to be showcasing the updated features which are going to be existing. Going for my bookings, and once we have booked after using the Stripe, it's going to be showing here, and new icons are not shown. And here we can add a new property ourselves to the database, which makes it much more interesting. We can go for hourly up, we can go for area Goa, and state is going to be Goa, and pin code, we can go for a random pin code. And photos, not necessary, because you need to actually implement link, which is going to be existing, but of course, and we can add a description of hello, house, and public amenities, entire home. We can actually provide extra amenities which are going to exist, and all of these are essential. Hello, and you can see the check-in time. These max list is going to be like 12 price per night, 1200, and you can save. But you need to upload and 5 images, which are going to be extremely essential. Only you have uploaded 5 images, then it's going to be showcased inside the Homely Hub database because every single actually place is going to be having at least 5 actually be existing. And of course, if you actually set the start date and end date to the same, we can also actually cannot actually book the actual place because it is actually basically showing something that's going to be essential. So that's also working as intended. This is going to be the main booking functionality of Omni Hub, and once we can actually see that, we can also change the password and all the other stuff. And we can also add some essential things like adding privacy actually hyperlink, terms hyperlink, sitemap, as a complete details hyperlink. We also can add more details about the actually go to website because this is just a small web page in which only info are provided. We can also log out, which immediately logs us out and puts us back to the home page. And once again, you need to log in, and you have the forget password, which provides us with the email, and it's going to be sending an email, which is going to be sending a password actually reset request, which makes it much more easier to actually reset the password, which is already going to be present. And that's mainly it for the functionality of the website. And that is how the project demo is going to be working. And mainly the working of the website and the UI of the website is done by React.js. The database is basically done by MongoDB, and Node.js and Express.js are used for the server-side connectivity between the actually front end and the backend. Going forward, this is going to be the conclusion of my internship. In summary, the internship at Webstack Academy has been a remarkable journey of exploration and growth in full stack development. Building a hotel booking website using MERN has not only honed my skills in MongoDB, Express.js, React, and Node.js, but also deepened my understanding of create a dynamic and user-friendly application. Collaborating with mentors and peers has underscored the significance of effective work, communication, and problem-solving in achieving project milestones. I am sincerely grateful for Website Academy for this enriching experience, and I am eager to apply these enhanced skills and knowledge to future endeavors, further contributing on the web development field. I am highly actually thankful for Website Academy for teaching about React, MongoDB, Express, Node, as well as HTML, CSS, JavaScript, which are all essential for understanding full stack development, and also learn stack, which and also working on a full stack hands-on project, understanding the how the project is going to be working and how the project database connectivity is working, or all actually good experiences that I have learned, and I will actually apply them in the future. And that's all for this. I am Sahas, and I am extremely grateful for the internship that the website academy has provided. And thank you for this opportunity.